President Trump playing into what's going on in Canada, y'all, and making it look easy. Make sure you like the video right here and check this out.
The president wrapping up an important sit-down with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, brand new to the job, his first trip to the White House. It was friendly, I would say. Overall, it had its moments when Trump stood firm on tariffs and the issue of potentially making Canada the 51st state.
You had said that Canada should become the 51st state.
Yeah. No. Well, I still believe that, but it takes two to tango, right? And it's also a beautiful, as a real estate developer. I'm a real estate developer at heart.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
Never say never. Never say never.
Is there anything he can say to you in the course of your meetings with him today that would get you to lift tariffs on Canada?
No.
Why not?
Just the way it is.
50% of a car that comes from Canada is American.
We want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada. We really don't want Canadian steel, and we don't want Canadian aluminum and various other things, because we want to be able to do it ourselves.
Obviously, Mark Carney, very different from Justin Trudeau. And I think the temperament of this meeting was different because I think that Trump respects Mark Carney as a businessman. We have his resume, very impressive up here on the screen. He's now the prime minister. He was at Goldman Sachs for years. He was at the head of the governor of the Bank of Canada, governor of the Bank of England. So a very accomplished person.
Well, I think Donald Trump likes him. I mean, he's liberal. It's interesting that the liberal won over the conservative, but Trump seems to have said, he said in the past, and I think he essentially repeated it today, he prefers dealing with this guy, with the liberal. He thinks he can make a deal with this guy, partly because of the fact that he is a like-minded business person. He knows how to deal with business. Let's face it, Trudeau, his predecessor, another liberal, Trump didn't really respect him as much. He seems to respect this guy because he is smarter, I would say, on economic affairs than Trudeau was. So they're going to try to make a deal. But you got all of the speaking moments that he had from that half-hour meeting, because Donald Trump just went on, and there were times when he kind of politely raised his hand, said, I would like to address it. And Trump just dismissed that. He didn't even acknowledge it.
He got in about
There
three
you go.
times, I think.
A couple of times.
And he said, it will never be the 51st state. And Trump, at one point, said, that line that's drawn across the top of North America, it looks like somebody just took a ruler and did it. It's completely arbitrary, was his suggestion.
By the way, there is something going on in Canada that people here in the States don't really know about. There is a move by a couple of provinces, primarily Alberta in the West, which has a lot of oil. It's a very rich province. The premier has suggested that they're not getting anything from the federal government. They're giving billions